Welcome to Generations of Game, episode number 9. We are talking baseball is back, baby. You're excited. I'm excited.
When did it
We're
leave?
excited. You know, the off season. We're talking NBA All-Star Game.
I didn't watch any clips.
And cities that need an NFL franchise. And we got some other stuff. We got a lot to talk about in this episode. Let's get right back into baseball. Baseball is back. Yesterday was the first preseason games. Cubs, Dodgers. Dodgers got cooked. Now it's preseason. A lot of guys didn't play.
It's not allowed to happen.
But still, we got cooked by the Cubs. I think we're getting beat right now by the Cubs again. And we got that series coming up to start the season with the Cubs in Japan. I'm excited about that. So we're starting off the season. Cubs, lots of Cubs. I'm going to see the Cubs a lot. Missed it last week, but I just wanted to give a shout out to Clayton Kershaw coming back to the Dodgers. 18 seasons now. First ballot Hall of Famer, no doubt. I wish nothing but the best for him. I don't want him to lose any of his cred when it comes to what's going on. But even if he just has a decent season, I would be cool with that because he is such a strong clubhouse presence. He's such a leader in that clubhouse. I think he really motivates and rallies the guys. Blake Snell has talked about how much it means to him to be pitching alongside Clayton Kershaw. So what do you think about that? 18 seasons, man.
Pulling Tom Brady. Crap.
He's no joke. All right. And then last thing with baseball, we always have to move through baseball really quickly because Davis likes playing baseball. It still isn't like a stat guy when it comes to baseball, huh?
No.
We got to get him there.
No.
We got to get him there. The first use of the ABS, automated ball strike system, for the MLB was tested out in spring training. Breaking news, share this. I won't be able to share much about it, but I am going to be managing an ABS system at the Iowa Cubs this season for fun. I mean, boyhood dream to be able to get paid to go watch baseball games. How cool is that? I'm pretty pumped about it. And I'm interested to see that technology get applied. So anytime there's a challenge, they'll be on the headset talking to me. Cool? Not cool? Don't care? He doesn't care.
Should have been announcing.
Someday I'll be announcing. Now, coming to the plate, number 42 from Decatur, Iowa.
42 is what's it called? Retired. Crossover. Oh wait, okay.
That's right, Jackie Robinson. That was the joke.
Okay.
So that's exciting stuff from baseball. I'm pumped. Baseball is absolutely my sport. It's the thing that I had the most childhood memories around. So we're going to cultivate some more of those memories. We've been to lots of Dodgers games at Rocky Stadium. Now we'll go to some Iowa Cubs games.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. I'm working on coaching your team as well for
baseball?
For Little League. Yeah.
Hopefully
I can get this schedule all figured out. All right. Let's move on to some basketball. We're going to talk about the All-Star game.
Yeah, I like basketball.
Let's talk about something else, though, real quick.
No.
Did you see that Wembanyama is getting shut down for the season because he's got blood clots, thrombosis in his shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
As if the Spurs weren't cooked enough.
Yeah. Savon Castle and him. I mean, that's a little core. They're not making a run this year. I know Wemby's one of your favorite players, so you concerned? You just writing it off? I'll see you next season? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know because I've never heard of a tall player getting injured like that. What
does tall player have to do with it? They're all tall.
I know, but like the 7-footers that die at like 31 because they get too tall and their bones like start pushing out of their skin.
Yeah, 7'4" is really tall, and you definitely hear
7'5" with shoes.
Well, 7'4". I don't think shoes matter when you're talking about how tall you are.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know that he's got that many health issues to be concerned about. Definitely people that get that tall have health issues or
also
shorter life expectancies. So
when you play at a level
concerning.
When you play at a level of basketball that includes people like LeBron James.
LeBron James. All right. NBA All-Star Game
Booty
is the
cheeks.
worst All-Star game of any sport. It's just the worst.
He's been venting all weekend. I mean,
I
all
just don't
week,
understand what
week,
we're doing
week,
out
not
there.
end week.
I've been watching some clips on people saying, hey, let's do U.S. versus the world. Let's try and do something that,
Put a
I
hand
mean,
up.
it is just,
Put a hand up.
it's like a shoot-around.
Put a hand up.
I mean, the three-point contest and the dunk contest struggle as far as like, they're not the home run derby.
Just being fine. It's fine.
I think maybe even the flag football of the Pro Bowl is better than the NBA All-Star Game. What do
You
you
vent
think?
all-star games all the time.
I just give them the time off. I don't know what we're doing. I just don't think that they're that entertaining. I don't think that they're bringing that much value. I don't think the players even like being a part of them. Do you like them?
I've never watched them.
See,
I've watched clips.
you don't even watch them.
'Cause
Nobody
I
watches them.
can't find the stupid channel.
Nobody watches them. That's part of the problem. NBA All-Star Game. And I watched more.
Did that McLean kid win again?
Mac McClung. Yeah, he won 3-peat. Like pretty easily too.
Oh wow.
He dunked over a car. It was cool. But it's just enough to watch a clip. I watched 42 seconds of clips on the All-Star Game and the dunk contest, and there you go. That's enough. Don't need to see anymore. They really got to figure something out. NBA, I think, has been doing a good job overall with their product and the way that they promote their players. Better than baseball, for sure. I can complain about that. But All-Star Game is just tough. And then LeBron, did you hear? He sat out the All-Star Game. That's the first time 20-year streak ended.
Bro,
This
what?
feels like the end of an era in the All-Star Game.
Bro, what? Why?
Because he wants some rest. He's 40 years old. He wants some rest,
He's got a kid in the league.
He's got a kid in the league. Bronny James is more likely to play than
Is he in the?
I watched more of the hockey All-Star,
Bronny?
kind of this Four Nations thing, which is not really the All-Star, but this in-season tournament type thing, this country to country. It was Finland, Sweden, Canada, US. Canada beat us. We beat Canada in the earlier round, and they just beat us last night in overtime. McDavid with the sudden death goal. I thought that was more interesting and entertaining than NBA All-Star, and I'm a much bigger fan of the NBA than I am of NHL. So
It's weird.
we got some work to do.
The
All
NBA
right,
All-Star is
let's talk
like
NFL.
comical. Like that clip where LeBron and Giannis are driving down together. They just got a steal, and everyone's like behind a backcourt. And Steph is already down there, and he just like this. He's just like, and he gets down.
Oh, he lays down on the
He
ground.
lays down on the ground, covers his head, and Giannis just.
That basically is the embodiment of what is happening in the All-Star Game.
Yeah.
It's a shoot-around. That's all it is. Just to be able to see all those players on the same court at the same time is basically, I guess, what it is. But
Can you
Just watch the
blame
Olympics then.
Steph?
I don't want any part of that. All right, let's talk a little bit of NFL. We like talking NFL.
Okay.
God, we're powering through this show. We better slow it down, or we're not going to have 30 minutes of content here, dude. Okay. I loved this. Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders were working out together and just trash talking. Non-stop trash talking. What did Cam Ward say? Oh, Cam Ward is talking about all that Shedeur does is bubble screens. That's why he has a 70% completion rate, and he averages like 15 a game, talking trash. Then Shedeur, he got a little under his skin because he's talking about that Cam Ward quit on his team because he sat out the second half of the bowl game against Iowa State, which Iowa State won. Repping Iowa State. That's what's up. Do you like that? You watched the clip.
It was funny.
It's funny, right? And I appreciate that these guys coming into the draft together are creating a little bit of camaraderie. You'll see that play out on the field. They were joking about the two of them in their rookie years being against each other in the Super Bowl. Not gonna happen. Not likely.
Yeah, because one of them's going to the
Titans, maybe.
Titans or Raiders. I don't know. Browns.
They're not going to the Super Bowl. No doubt about it.
They're not gonna pull Jane Daniels.
I thought that was fun though.
That was funny.
I like seeing clips like
fun.
that. Yeah, for sure. Chargers to host season opener in São Paulo, Brazil. What do you think about these international games for the NFL?
It's surprising how many different international countries that don't have a football team have football fields.
Well, yeah. Well, they have soccer fields, and they basically just turn those into football fields.
Stick a
Yeah.
yellow
Yeah, no.
thing in
They
there.
definitely don't have football fields, American football fields.
Football.
I could see them building one in London,
Football.
as much as that's become a regular thing. And there's, teams like Jacksonville has hosted multiple games there and stayed in London for 2 weeks.
They
And
have bad teams hosting.
who cares? It's football. I just like that it's going international, and it's fascinating to me to see fans out there because they have that soccer energy.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
much
funny.
more nonstop and intense than American sporting arenas. It has even more than like a college atmosphere of intensity. And so I like seeing that. And then you just see maybe there's a decent amount of fans of the team who are playing, but you just see a cross section of people wearing all kinds of NFL jerseys because they just, are a fan of whatever NFL team for whatever reason. You see lots of like Chiefs, and you see lots of Raiders and Packers and Cowboys because these are like international teams,
Eagles.
Yeah, you see a lot of Eagles too.
Yeah.
Because they're international
Let's go.
brands. So you see a lot of them.
Yeah, I guess.
So I thought that was cool. What other cities around the world would you want to see hosting an NFL game?
Japan.
Yeah. One in Tokyo. Can you imagine getting those boomsticks like they have at the baseball games going for an NFL game? That would be rad.
Just little ramen shops that you can go to.
Well, you saw that from the baseball. You saw the little like izakayas and stuff had people watching the Dodgers going nuts for Ohtani and Yamamoto. Now they got Sasaki too. And Kim, they go crazy in South Korea as well.
Kim, Sasaki, Yamamoto, and Ohtani all sound like food.
Sounds delicious.
Yamamoto.
Delicious. What other cities? Right, there's London. I think now Australia.
London, England.
Germany.
Oh, Australia would be funny.
In Brazil or Munich, maybe? Munich?
Australia's funny.
Can't remember. Sydney? Melbourne? Brisbane? Somewhere. Sao Paulo, Mexico City.
Who are just funny people?
Have hosted. I mean, I want to see it in
Mexico?
places where they have major, Mexico City. I mean, like you see the Raiders host down there. Like, there's a lot of Raiders fans and Chargers fans. Sao Paulo, Brazil, like Rio.
Ooh, sticker.
Rio de Janeiro.
Stick a football.
Could be interesting there.
Stick a football field in Siberia. Have some polar bears pull up. Let's go Bears.
I could see, but across Europe, anywhere where there's major soccer, I would be interested to see what it's like to have American football in those types of stadiums. At Real Madrid Stadium in Spain or Barcelona or in Lisbon, those kind of places in Brussels, Belgium, in France. Be super cool to see them in Lyon or see them in Paris.
Make them in Austria and have some waffle stands. I'd definitely go.
I thought it's Belgian waffles.
Austria? Oh, yeah, both.
Still. What about like
waffles, sausage?
What
Germany,
about, like, Bangkok,
sausages?
Thailand.
Germany, sausages.
Yeah, Germany. I think Munich, maybe Berlin also have hosted games.
Munich for sure.
Which is pretty cool.
I don't know about Berlin. Sausages.
More games across Canada. I mean, I think expanding into Canada would be really interesting. Our neighbors. Okay.
Are
interested to hear from other people. What are some cities that need to host NFL games across the globe?
You just asked me that.
I'm asking the audience now.
Oh, I was like,
We're talking to them. You right there. Where would you want to see an NFL team play? What about at rugby or cricket stadiums?
cricket makes no sense.
In India,
These are just rugby.
South Africa, in New Zealand.
Okay, chill. I get it.
Getting real excited about it. Okay. Now, I've seen some of these lists of expanding the NFL into other cities. And so I pulled together a list, and I want to get your opinion on these expansion teams. The city, do they deserve a franchise? Are the names of these teams interesting? Can we come up with better names for these teams?
Probably.
You think so? Let's get into it.
I know so.
Let's get into it.
Okay, hurry up.
Let's get it. All right. The first is the London Knights. We just talked about London is every year, multiple games are hosted there. There seems to be a little bit of a budding culture there. What do you think about London as an expansion? Would just be crazy travel and just like too much of a hassle.
I like guards better. London guards than Knights.
Knights is pretty good. That's pretty British medieval culture.
Yeah, but imagine the
pop
fans.
Reference even.
But imagine the fans of the guards, just with those big black floofy, the tall hats that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, London.
I mean, I'm fine.
We don't know.
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
I don't know about the British. I don't know.
I just feel so bad for the amount of travel. I was talking about this with college now, where UCLA is in the Big Ten, where they have to go to Rutgers, New Jersey every year as a regular in-conference game. That's loco. So the fact that teams that have to be going back and forth.
Wait, are these NFL or college teams?
These are NFL expansion.
Okay.
Portland, Oregon. The Portland Pioneers.
The Portland Mountain Men. I'm trying to make stupid names.
Well, what do they have up there right now? The Portland Timbers. That's the soccer team. Is that right?
I don't know. I know Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. Don't ask me any other players.
I like Portland. They have the Timbers. They have the Trailblazers. All right. Do they have a big enough market?
Trailblazers is honestly meh.
To be able to have an NFL team in Portland? I don't know about that. Pioneers? I don't love that name. I get it.
Mountain Men.
It's like the Oregon Trail.
Are these AI?
No, this was some listicle I found of somebody compiling a list. I just pulled from that. There's all kinds of these. I've seen one where somebody recommended 100 teams for the NFL.
Why? Why spend your time on that?
I don't know. I mean,
the Chiefs definitely wouldn't win that Super Bowl.
Yeah, 100 teams. It feels like they're almost creating like a AA, AAA for baseball, like minor league system. If you have 100 teams, okay. The Austin, Texas Bats.
No.
The Bats. They have a lot of bats in Texas?
No.
Maybe they do.
Have a lot of sand in Texas.
What?
Like desert?
No.
Cactus?
Sure.
Sand. Cactus.
The Austin Cowpokes.
Could you just said Cowboys?
The Austin Rockabillys.
I'm starting to lose track.
I've been to Austin. Love Austin.
Austin Wranglers?
Okay. I feel like Wranglers might be already a team name from like lacrosse or professional lacrosse or something. They can steal it, right? Yeah.
It depends if it's Austin. If it's somewhere else, then maybe not. But if it's
I just think that Austin, Texas, overall could have a third team. They're big enough. There's enough of a fan base. Their football is like
Cowboys.
Big time. High school football, college football.
Wait, they have the Cowboys, the
Texans, right? So San Antonio.
Texans.
might make sense as far as a place to put a team because you have the Spurs there already. Austin makes sense as the capital and, University of Texas there.
Mhm.
College town. Okay. The San Diego Seals.
Sure. Sailors.
Seals, I think it's like the Navy SEALs because they
Oh.
train down there, not the seal the animal. That's my guess.
I like
Or
a
the seal the animal.
seal mascot. No, imagine a fat little guy.
You know how seals
seal.
can like juggle the ball on their nose and stuff? Maybe it's
That's
like
a sea
football.
lion.
Oh. My bad.
The seals are the chunky ones.
What? Chunky? Seals are chunky?
Dude, look up a picture of a seal and a sea lion.
Oh. Am I thinking of the wrong animal? Walrus?
Oh my god, those things have tusks. Oh, I saw that.
The
I saw
Mexico City Aztecs.
Jaguars.
There's already a Jaguars. Yeah. Relocate the Jacksonville Jaguars to Mexico City.
Parrots. Tarantulas.
Tarantulas is kind of a cool name.
Spider.
The Chihuahuas.
The spider hawk wasp. That's a scary thing.
Mexico City.
Mhm.
I think there's a.
I'm fine with all of
I think I'm interested.
I'm fine with all of the places they're at. I just have things about the team name.
I don't know. The Memphis Pharaohs?
No.
Why are there pharaohs in Memphis?
Memphis Grizzlies.
Why are there pharaohs? What's pharaohs have to do with Memphis? Something I'm missing?
Yeah, whoever wrote this, you need
Are they like a sister city of Cairo?
I don't know. It's Memphis. A lot could happen.
Yeah, Memphis is a place like Portland, like San Antonio, that has an NBA team that I could see having an NFL team. And then you have the Tennessee Titans. And they had split Tennessee in half. One's on the east side, one's on the west side.
What? I'm confused. I don't even know what's happening in Memphis.
The Brooklyn Bridges. Now, the Brooklyn Bridge is iconic. We looked at some of those AI-generated basketball jerseys, and the Brooklyn Nets ones with the Brooklyn Bridge on it were pretty cool. Those were pretty cool.
They were dope.
The Brooklyn Bridges sounds like a horrible name for a team, but I could totally see iconically using that Brooklyn Bridge.
They could make a fun
backscape
and have a Spider-Man swing. Even though he's from Queens.
Brooklyn can definitely have a team.
Yeah, for sure.
NFL could have another team in New York. There's enough fan base there, I feel like.
Yeah.
And the boroughs kind of want their own thing each. The St. Louis Arches.
No.
It's a little too on the nose. It's like the only thing you have is the arch. Is that it? That's all they have there? But St. Louis, I mean, they've won Super Bowls there. Now that the Rams are gone, maybe they need another team. I could absolutely see St. Louis
Arches
having a team with a better name than the Arches. It makes me think of the McDonald's Arches. The arch, the gateway to the west on the banks of the Mississippi. Isn't that what it's all about?
Stop trying to make it better.
I'm not. I don't care. Salt Lake City Peaks.
Too much words.
It's so long. Salt Lake City, Utah.
Skip.
Again, another one. Utah Jazz.
No comment.
There's an NBA team there. NBA holds for smaller markets, but the NFL wouldn't. They could. Oklahoma City jumped at me. They wasn't on this list, but Oklahoma City, another place, again, that has a basketball team, but not an NFL team. Could they have an NFL team? The Montreal Musketeers. Again, I don't know what the Musketeers. Maybe because Montreal's Quebec and it's very French and they speak French there.
Quebec.
And so the Musketeers being a very French iconic story. But Montreal, Canada, yes.
Sure.
Yes, Canada has, their own league up there.
Canada.
And I think they play some pretty decent football up there. I think they have a pretty decent fan base. And I think that they should absolutely have NFL franchises in Canada. Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't tell you you're wrong, but like with the Toronto Raptors, people that like I forget whose name was, but he talked on a podcast where he was from USA and he was born in Portland, Oregon.
You're losing me in your story here.
Anyway, and that he had to travel so far from his family when he got drafted from Toronto. And I mean, I like that Canada has his own team, but
for some of the teams on the East Coast, going to Toronto is right across from New York. It's faster to get there than it is to fly out to Portland, Oregon.
True.
So, as far as travel time
goes, it's good and has its flaws.
Okay. Well, then the next one is Toronto Northmen. Toronto, Montreal.
I like the Raptors better.
Vancouver. What does the Raptors have to do with
Toronto?
I know, but this is an NFL team.
Toronto Pandas.
Okay, maybe they need a better name, whatever. They already have a team in their Canadian League. Why am I blanking on the Grey Cup? What is their league called? Oh, they're going to come after me.
Get him. Fry him good.
Oh, and it's on here. Oklahoma Whirlwinds. Sounds like a dishwasher. That is not a good name. At Oklahoma City, for sure.
Shay will put you in a whirlwind.
For sure. He'll put you in a blender. Maybe that's what it is. A whirlwind is a blender. I think it's supposed to be something to Sooners.
Oklahoma needs a better jersey.
So
Tornadoes. Many people are saying that. They need a better jersey.
Well, maybe this is their chance. What is Oklahoma City going to bring if they have an NFL franchise?
Let's make a jersey that's dedicated to the Oklahoma Whirlwinds. They should have done tornadoes.
Yeah. What? Whirlwind sounds like you're trying to say tornado, but you're trying to be too clever.
Don't copy.
Okay.
Don't copy.
I'm going to read them again. I want you to tell me your favorite city name. Okay?
City and name or city?
Like just the name.
Okay, just name.
And how on point it is for that city potentially, but just the name. London Knights.
Okay.
Portland Pioneers.
Okay.
Austin Bats. San Diego Seals. Mexico City Aztecas. Memphis Pharaohs, Brooklyn Bridges, St. Louis Archers. St. Louis Archers. Is it better?
It's worse.
Oh. Salt Lake City Peaks, Montreal Musketeers, Toronto Northmen, Oklahoma Whirlwinds. Which of those is the best team name?
See, here's the thing for me. There's one clear winner if something doesn't apply to the other.
Okay.
I need to know, is the Seals saying the Navy?
Navy Seals.
Okay.
You can make either. Is it the Seals or the Seals? You call it. This is all for pretend anyway. Nobody's saying what we can or can't say.
Seals.
Seals? Okay.
Yes.
I'm going with
close second is the Pioneers.
I'm going with the London Knights.
And then the Knights.
I think Knights is just on point, and I like the Montreal Musketeers. I like the Musketeers.
I feel like you have to dive too deep. Like you have to do that Quebec is French, and then that French is like you have to dive too deep.
All right, that was it. This is good. This episode was all over the place, but that was fun. This is how we talk sports. We just read the headlines, watch the videos, watch the clips, and just ramble.
Yapping.
So welcome to our world. That's it for this episode 9 of Generations of Game. He loves it.
No.
Appreciate y'all.